quit playing yourself.
Hey, yo, quit playing.
Hey.
Quit playing yourself.
RadioUTD.
Opinions expressed on Radio UTD are those of the individual expressing them and are not necessarily those of the University Administration, the Board of Regents of the University of Texas System, or of the operating board of the radio station.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mercury Morning News, live for the last time this semester on Sunday at 10 a.m. And is the last show for me, Andre Averion, the Outreach and Distribution Manager of the Mercury and AMP magazine. I almost called it a newspaper. And joined with me today is also your last show.
Yeah, my last show. I'm Gavin Arriaga, Editor-in-Chief of AMP magazine for, half a month now?
And then, of course, this may or may not be your last show.
I hope it's not my last show because I'm not graduating. I am Mickey Dolphin. I am the Assistant Marketing Director at AMP. It's crazy. You guys are passing away. You're going to be gone forever.
We're dead.
We're becoming ghosts.
We are already
We're going to the
ghosts,
spirit
actually.
realm.
We're going to do like a Halloween special. We'll bring you back from the dead.
Wait, that'd be fun.
That would actually be really fun. I'll have to write that down for later.
Yeah.
Excellent. So this time around, we don't have a report to give because we will be talking about everything throughout most of the duration of the podcast. And there isn't too much news happening before the summer break hits. It is final season, so hopefully you've been taking the time to study and relax and get all that stress out of the way. But I can't say the same for tensions across campus.
Yeah.
If you weren't here for it on the 26th, nope, that's the wrong date. On the 23rd, across the nation have been several, what do you call it? Pro-Palestine
Demonstrations?
Demonstrations, yes. So those have been going across the country. They started a week before that, but it hit UTD the 23rd. Several representatives from Students for Justice in Palestine met with the UTD cabinet president as of this last Friday, but instead of an actual meeting, they just delivered a letter. Reason being for this is they did not agree with the idea of the student cabinet meeting with the additional Jewish student organizations on campus, and they did not want to, quote, co-opt an agreement. But yeah, this has been going around campus. They held up the admin building, and they have a new demand that previously was not added to it, which is to reject Governor Greg Abbott's executive order of GA 44, which specifically called out SJP and obligates universities to punish any quote-unquote anti-Semitism that is a threat and generally, according to the Foundation of Freedoms, Rights, and Expression, is a threat to freedom of speech. That's kind of the overview. Were you guys there for any of the protests?
I was not, unfortunately. I wanted to be because I think I knew about it literally the day before.
Yeah. It was all kind of sudden. I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah, I knew. I think we knew a couple of people who went. I know that Ellie went. Yeah.
I don't know if we should say names.
Well, okay, yeah, an unnamed individual.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, yeah. What did they? The sit-in was what 7 hours long?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So the initials, the first day of protest was a 10-hour-long demonstration. It first started off at the Flint area, where they met an anti-rally group that had the Israel flag. Then they moved to the pedestrian promenade, then to the admin lawn, and then around the 3-hour mark, they entered the building. And then they were officially let in. By the way, they didn't break in, to clarify. They were let in by UTD police under the impression as long as they didn't make any noise to disturb classes, it was all fine. Any chance did happen anyway. But
I was going to say, did they make noise?
No, they made a lot of noise, but they were still allowed to stay. They did get kicked out at 10 p.m., but because the building was closing. But
that's reasonable.
Before then, around 9 p.m., they had apparently secured a meeting with the cabinet of the president, after talking with Vice President and Chief of Staff, Dr. Rafael Martin.
You're saying at 9 p.m. they received the information that it was good to go?
Yeah, basically. So we didn't know when they were going to meet, but UTD put out a press release that if they were going to meet with SJP, they'd meet with the Jewish organization groups, which I know a few members were present at the the initial protest as the anti-rally.
Okay.
It is a clashing factor. I don't think they represent that group as a whole, but we do know it's there. So they had that whole thing. There was mass calls to Vice President of Student Affairs Gene Fitch and Dean of Students Amanda Smith, as well as to, like, of course, President Vincent himself. That was a whole thing. The next day following, there was the start of the Popular University, which is an educational attempt by these organizations to kind of tell this is what the war in Gaza really looks like, what the genocide's about, perspective of Palestinians. And it went pretty well. They also had a market that day too.
Oh.
I did see that, yeah.
I didn't get a chance to go. How was it?
I mean, I walked through it, like, as I was going home, I was like, oh, shoot, I wish I could stay, but I have things to do.
Valid. And then the last day of protest, which was Friday, we had, it was a tornado warning, too.
Yes.
So, and they got rained out on, but police invited them into the building, saying,
Oh, okay.
It's raining. So, it hasn't been, like, a fight or anything. It isn't like UT Austin.
Yeah, I saw the reports coming out from the demonstrations at UT Austin. I mean, I'm not surprised, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that it at least hasn't escalated to that point here. I mean, we are a considerably smaller university. Well, smaller at least than UT Austin.
Yeah, than UT Austin.
True, but I think we have a more diverse population.
Yeah.
So I think that's the interesting part too, because like, of course, so they delivered the at UTD. We delivered the letter. There was basically no meeting. The Jewish meeting got pushed back due to safety concerns, according to the Hillel president. So we don't know when that's going to happen again. And we understand that protests will probably continue throughout the coming week. We don't know when, where, or how, to what degree. But this will probably make headlines. They were chanting like resistance from Dallas to New York City. For those who don't know about the Columbia University incident, 150 students and faculty were arrested for encampments.
Yeah, wow.
And then they were also chanting "One Solution Revolution," which is headlines. People are freaking out about that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'll escalate too much.
Yeah, I think it was maybe a word choice, but I don't expect SJP to do anything like violent.
Yeah,
like,
no.
This is all like very peaceful and respectful demonstrations.
It has been so far, yeah. But yeah, then like UT Austin's the only one who's been arrested. It's one of the only universities in Texas that's actually arresting people.
Oh, okay.
So far, there's been protests at A&M. Nothing happened. They were all greenlit to go. University of San Antonio, greenlit to go. The University of Houston had their own. They were given a section for their like protest, an education center, which is going on all week. But like, yeah, UT Austin's just the only university that's arresting people. I think last time I checked, 40 people have been arrested, including a Fox News photojournalist who was pushed into a state trooper and then tackled onto the ground.
Oh my god.
There's footage online. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
He said it was an accident, but everyone has had their charges cleared except for that guy.
That's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it sucks for him that, like, he didn't even mean to do that, but, like, that's kind of
he was let out, but they might reinvestigate charges. But yeah, that's kind of been the whole event. There's so much that's been happening. It's insane.
No,
Being in the
really.
crowd, the synergy,
Yeah.
it really is something else. Hopefully we can get a full resolution soon. But I should probably read out what the demands were initially. So for context, demonstrators had 3 demands, which included to first reject Governor Greg Abbott's executive order, the GA-44. We talked about that earlier. Secondly, for President Richard Vincent to release a public statement denouncing the ongoing genocide against the Palestinian people, and to call for basically an immediate permanent ceasefire in Gaza. And thirdly, to divest from all military contractors, specifically those UTD does work for, such as Raytheon Technologies, Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Northrop Grumman, that's a weird name, and General Dynamics. So we could see, student government has been on the side of SJP, but we haven't seen any actual administrative action so far.
I think so far, like, all the staff and administration have been, like, really quiet about this. Like,
Yeah.
I think they're scared to speak.
Yeah, I mean, I talked with the communication center, and they're like, we can't release personal statements, but like we're working on like getting out what we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty standard for most issues that arise on campus or just internationally or whatever. Like I don't remember a single time that they've like been outspoken about any particular issue to the point where like people weren't complaining about it.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it was like, it's also weird that UTD and UT Austin are like the most resistant to like the demonstration. I mean, UTD isn't that resistant, but like, you know, you don't hear this kind of stuff about like UT Arlington or anything.
No.
But yeah, so we'll see. We'll keep you guys updated if there's, well, I guess the new
but, like,
journalists
the news
will.
Yeah.
The next wave of people. Oh my god.
And also, y'all do summer issues, right?
We do,
The
but that's like
does.
not till like July or something.
Does the website update over the summer?
It does.
Okay.
So the website updates. There's still physical print. It's just once a month. We become the new AMP. Did you guys see the freshman orientation dates?
No.
No.
What's
They're all
up?
for the first month of summer.
Why?
Wait, what? They're not doing any in July?
They are, but like one for July, one for August,
Why?
and then
Strange.
every other, like literally, it's like every week of June. I don't know why.
Strange.
Because it used to be last year. I think it was the other way around. It was mostly in July and August.
Do we have the orientation fair or not? Like you know what I'm talking about? Like the summer org fair.
Yeah, that's what it
we
is.
have. They're all in June.
Yeah, that's weird. Have you guys not got the schedule yet?
I haven't.
I was gonna say you would be the only
I
one
would be
to
the
receive
person
it.
to receive that.
Okay, I'll forward it to you.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm gonna be busy then because
I
I'm
was
gonna be
gonna
working
say,
most of those
people-
days.
I was gonna say.
We've been discussing about like, oh, so and so is gonna be here over the summer. They can do the boothing, but like we didn't get the dates, so.
Man,
They
they don't want us to
I'm telling
show
you,
up.
Jonathan doesn't tell me anything.
We
We love you, Jonathan.
We love Jonathan. Yeah.
But also, like, talk to me, please.
It'd be really exciting to see him in his new position.
Yeah.
Can't give too much details because he's being so secretive about
Literally,
it.
I still don't know
He
anything.
didn't-
I
he
only
didn't tell
know
us
what
anything.
you've told me.
Yeah.
Because you were like, oh, he's gonna make an announcement at the banquet. He didn't say
He
a
didn't.
damn thing.
No, that's what Fatima told me, and then he just didn't do
No, he
anything.
didn't do it.
Which is unfortunate.
I know as much as y'all do, listeners. if you exist.
If you are listening, please send a comment, say hello.
Say, hey, J-Stu, tell us what's going on.
Yeah, just spam it. Please. But that's basically part of the protest happening in the university. There's way more details on the website.
You actually had like 2 different articles linked.
Yeah.
So.
We have a second one coming up soon. Unfortunately, we just can't get on social media yet, just because like we're so busy this weekend. But there will be there's an update, I swear.
We would be trying to hang out for like AMP stuff, and Andre would get pulled away like every 5 seconds to be like, hey, Andre, we need you to work on this like SJP story because it's still like being updated and things are still happening.
Things are still
like
going
it's
crazy.
really busy right now.
Yeah. So we have that, but in other news too, if you haven't noticed this on campus, I don't know how you wouldn't have noticed this.
It's a little obvious.
Yeah, the CISO and Ida Green Hall Center is gone. It is destroyed.
Reduced to atoms.
It has passed away.
Demolition began the 16th, I believe, and it's just gone now.
Yeah.
They got it done in like a day. One day I was here and the building was still here. Next day I came to campus and it's like, well, there's just a giant pile of rubble.
It was so funny watching everyone sit there like and just watch things.
It's fun.
did.
It's fun to just sit there. Like, what is it called when like I think this is like a phenomenon where it's like when like old guys stand around construction sites and just like watch them do demo or construction and like give like feedback through like the fence or whatever. that was us. We were just like, whoa.
Get that
You're like the
piece.
backseat gamers.
It's like you missed one. You got to go back over there.
Backseat demolition.
I don't know. I like the fact that they sort it. Like I guess it makes sense that they sort it, but like my autism brain is like, ooh, that they've like piles and each pile is like a different like material. That's cool.
That's great.
I love piles.
Piles.
I love sorting.
I love sorting.
We love the big.
I think it would be fun to just like sort with like a giant crane
Yeah.
machine
Someone
vehicle.
Someone should make a game.
That's how we should organize the office with a giant crane.
With a giant crane. Like I feel like that would be really satisfying to play like a video game where you just control like a big giant.
There's
like,
gotta be,
crane.
right?
Well, that
Like
has
there's
to
so many
exist.
simulator games.
Yeah.
UTD Construction Simulator.
UTD Construction Simulator.
Game Lab, get on it. There's your next pitch.
When is Game Lab's like?
I
it's
believe
on Tuesday.
I believe it's on Tuesday the 30th. Is that Tuesday?
Yeah, let me double check.
Brianna's
Sorry,
telling
I'm talking
us.
about
There's
for those who don't know, our assistant art director is part of Game Lab this semester, and they are doing a play session April 30th from 2 to 3 p.m. in ATEC, where you get to go play the game that they made this semester, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about it?
I don't know anything about the
Brian
game
told me a little bit
itself.
about it. I think it's like,
Actually, yes, I do. I'm lying.
it's not a fighting game, is it? It's like a, I can't
I know
remember.
more about the visuals and the actual gameplay because she's working on like character design and
Yeah.
like environment design.
Okay.
But it's like space and like cool and like lots of different like alien races that
What,
you can play
I was gonna say,
as.
weren't they going like a more retro route this
kinda.
year?
Yeah.
Well, you can find out if you go to the play session if you're actually
go
curious.
Play it. I'm so excited for Brienne. She has been like really happy working on this. So
Yeah, everyone in Game Lab works like so extraordinarily hard.
Yeah.
It's impressive what they're able to like pump out in the time that they have.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Sorry for the sudden.
No, it's important.
No, it's important
Gamers gotta
stuff.
know.
Yeah,
It's
hype up,
gamer news.
hype up Game Lab. I think that is such a cool class, and I love that. That's just like a thing that people can do for
Yeah.
a grade or like for a credit. Just like go make a video game.
Yeah,
like what's the
On
dream?
the job experience.
Yeah, literally.
If you can make a game, what would you make?
I have made little mini games.
yeah, you are officially a game
for
dev.
game jams with Ali actually.
Oh,
We made 2 different visual like dating sims.
Oh, yeah,
visual
yeah.
novel dating sims.
Nice.
So I would definitely make more of those. I love dating sims.
There used to be a tradition, not tradition, it used to be a hangout where Gavin and I would just play Monster Prom in the office
True.
with Ty.
Yeah,
That
it
sounds
was
like
you,
so much
me,
fun.
Ali, and Ty, and I miss that so much.
miss it.
It was so fun.
We should bring that back
We should.
before we leave.
Yeah, because I have, I bought 2 and 3, and I still haven't played either.
Wait,
of them.
there's sequels?
Yeah, there's Monster Prom 1, 2,
Oh.
and 3, and I've only played 1.
Yeah, there's the Monster Prom in the actual like high school, and then there's the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's like Monster Prom camping, and then Monster Prom road trip.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
I haven't. I heard they're kind of
I haven't heard anything about them. I only know about the first one.
I just really like the art style. I love anything with like monsters in a modern setting. I think
Cute.
that's really cute. I think it's very like tongue-in-cheek, and I like the art style.
Yeah, absolutely. I just like voicing the silly little guys and making fun of my
Yeah,
friends.
no, I love like playing a game with friends and like reading the character voices. I
Yeah.
think it's so fun.
You should never play a competitive dating sim unless you're there to be competitive.
Yes, yeah, it is a competition, and I'm going to win.
I play it like Mario Party. It's disgusting.
How
Yeah.
in what way is it competitive, like compared to like a different dating sim?
Well, because it's a dating sim where like you can have up to 4 players, and each of you can choose any of the love interests that you want to go for, including going for the same one as someone else. So like if you do well and the other person does poorly, like you could
you
get the
can
date
snatch
and they
their
don't.
date. That's
Yeah.
really funny.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just a standard like
No, it's great.
visual novel
It's
dating
like a
sim.
party game, but also a dating sim.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can date steal, but also there's like
like, challenges.
Yeah, there's places you can go to like get your level up or like for specific skills.
Yeah, you have like stats.
I like
That's
to, I
nice.
like to know because people always start off with like the wrong skills.
Yeah.
I like to go to those locations and block them off because only one can be
Sabotage.
there at a time.
Yeah.
It's so
I
fun.
see.
I'm
That's really cool.
Like
the worst to play
RPG
with.
dating sim Mario Kart. Or not
Yeah,
Mario Kart.
Mario
Mario
Party.
Party. Mario Party.
Mario Party.
Monster Kart coming soon.
Monster Kart. They should make that.
That's just Crash Bandicoot.
I know
True.
they're making Bloodborne Kart, which I'm really
Wait,
excited
really?
about.
Oh
Really?
yeah, you showed me. It's
Oh,
like a fan
Yeah,
game.
it's a fan game. It's not. Yeah, FromSoft is not making.
No, I wish.
But that'd
Bloodborne
be
Kart.
insane.
That'd be amazing.
No, what is it? The something which studios. I follow the dev on Twitter, but they're very
cool.
close to releasing Bloodborne Kart, and I'm so excited, and it looks so good.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna play so much of it.
Yeah.
Um,
God, what are we talking
Before we
I don't
continue
know,
about
Bloodborne
video
Kart.
games, 'cause I definitely want to talk about video games. Real quick, so yeah, the
Videos.
Cecil and Ida Green Center was demolished
Yes, yes.
the 17th. The building was constructed in 1992 for speaker events and cross-disciplinary research between psychology and science, or sociology. It was obviously named after Cecil Green and his wife, Ida Mellabelle Green. And replacing the center will be, which was formerly the home of the Hallblitzer of the Honors Lounge, and the suspended T-shirts that were not kind of iconic. They were just
I'm
I
gonna
feel
miss
like
those t-shirts.
everyone just knew that building because it had t-shirts in it.
and no one knew
fun.
why.
No one knew what the building was, just that it was like, oh, it's the t-shirt building.
It's so funny. If you read the old article talking about it on the Merc website, we talked to the dean. He's like, yeah, this building is awful. He's like, this is the only reason we have it up. And he's like, there's no other good way to like present these t-shirts. It has to be
really funny.
suspended.
Oh my god.
I guess they're glad they got an excuse to demolish it so they can make room for. It's for the new SU, right?
Yeah, it's for the new SU Student Union and for the new Student Success Center. It'll be 200,000 square feet. And in addition to this, it'll be a 4-story space that will include the following: a dedicated dance practice space for our cheer and power dancers. It will also include an outdoor amphitheater, new restaurants, a new gaming lounge in the basement, which is really funny, a 360-degree lecture arena hall, a 12,000 square foot ballroom, which is horrid, and a new home for the student memorial. So it won't be at the plinth anymore. It'll have a little waterfall. It will be
That's nice.
right next to where the trucks go underneath the building. It's not great placement, but it's
Well,
there.
It's where the trucks can drink from. It's like a
where the
little water hole.
It's a little.
And the Honors College will also be in there, right?
Yes, so the Student Success Center, the Office of Underground Education, the Office of Graduate Education, the Hobson Withdrawal Honors College, Honors Lounge, which, fun fact, started up AMP, and then the Center for Teaching and Learning and the Education Technology Services Building, organization, will be in there as well.
There's so much stuff
Yeah,
in this
so much
building. It's gonna be so big.
It's gonna
It's gonna be super cool.
Yeah,
I'm actually
it's-
like really. I'm not even gonna be here, but I'm like excited to see it when it's
you
done.
can come back and
Yeah, I
visit.
can come back and
It's
visit.
gonna be the biggest building.
Yeah,
By far.
Yeah, they're expecting it to be done by 2026,
Dang.
which is really soon, and I don't think that's a reasonable number.
I was gonna say I don't know about that.
But
But I mean, they're starting. They got rid of the green building to make room for it. So obviously they're on their way.
we don't know all the restaurants that will be in there yet. I know they're, I think, bringing Buffalo Wild Wings.
I do
Heck
remember
yeah.
them saying
But
that.
that also might be by the new pub. Gaming lounge.
Oh,
So
sure.
we'll see. It should have been Wingstop. I talked about this on the previous.
But yeah, they're definitely gonna bring in like new restaurants, not just like doubles of the ones we
Yeah,
already have. So
thankfully.
there'll hopefully be like more diverse options. Not literally diverse necessarily, like as in like, oh, it's all gonna be ethnic food or something, but just like different options, lots of food types. I don't know, because
Yeah.
right now I get so bored. I'm like, we have like 3-4 options in the SU. I'm like,
What's your favorite option?
what's my favorite option?
In the SU, we can exclude Taco Bell for now.
Yeah. I don't know. I go to Chick-fil-A pretty often, but I also really like what's the sub place? Firehouse Subs.
Oh,
Firehouse
Firehouse is epic.
Mickey
Yeah.
put me on that, and it's like really good.
Oh yeah, Firehouse is
Firehouse
good.
so much.
I'm a Firehouse sub stand.
I've been getting the it's a limited time sub, and I don't know how long it's gonna be here for. But they have this like chicken parm meatball sub.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I just always get the same thing. I always get a tuna salad sub every time I go there.
Real.
Is it good? I've never tried it.
I like it. I'm a tuna salad enthusiast, and I think it's pretty good. They put relish in it, so
Okay,
it's got
that's
a little bit of extra flavor.
Yeah, I was worried. I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be like school food, you know?
No, it's not.
No, it's
Yeah.
yummy. I like Firehouse a lot.
That's fair. I'm basic. I like the Italian or like the smokehouse brisket.
Mmm.
Those are so good.
I
Brisket
used to get the what is it called, the steak and cheese.
Philly cheesesteak.
Philly cheesesteak.
Well, yeah, but like on the menu, it's called like a steak and cheese.
Oh.
Or something.
Oh yeah, steak
It's basically
cheese.
it's basically a Philly cheesesteak. I used to get that one before they had this limited item.
Valid.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Although last time I went, I got kind of mad. I was like, what the heck? Because without telling anyone, they just all of a sudden started putting little pickle spears in with the sandwich. Like not in the
Pickle
sandwich,
surprise.
but like on the side.
Yeah.
But like they never like said that they were gonna start doing that.
I
and
never
I
got
don't
that.
like pickles. So,
Strategic surprise pickle.
so I was like, oh, I got a pickle. What's happening?
The world is ending. I got a pickle.
I got pickles.
The world is
I got pickled.
I
Oh.
said no
Get
pickles.
pickled, idiot.
Get pickled, idiot. Firehouse at Gavin.
Yeah.
No, Firehouse is great because there's no line for it either.
No,
like,
literally, it's
people
always
sleep on
empty.
it.
Yeah.
people sleep on Firehouse.
But we're influencers, so now that y'all are listening to this episode, the line is gonna be so long because everyone's gonna want a chicken parm meatball sub.
As soon as you said that, I saw this little sticky note.
Wait, can I see? They're making out.
It's Munga.
It's
Wait.
Among Us making that.
Oh my God, they're so beautiful. Love is real. Guys, love wins.
Someone's
Love
listening,
wins.
and it's like,
Love
what the
wins
hell?
at Firehouse Subs.
Yeah, love wins at Firehouse Subs. That should be their new tagline.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. If you ever come here, Firehouse Sub line's always open. Smoothie King's line is weirdly open now. During
really?
when I came to the university for the first 2 years,
always busy.
it was always busy. But yeah, I never see a line anymore.
I will say, I don't think the line itself isn't that long, but the line takes really long.
Yeah.
Because the time between them making the smoothies.
Yeah.
is,
Because
they put so much
really
love into
slow.
all the
They
smoothies.
do.
That's why.
They put their
that's
heart
why
and
it
soul
takes so
into
much
it, so it
time.
takes a long time.
Yeah, because they also have to wash the blenders right after too.
Oh, that makes sense.
Is that why?
Well, yeah, you can't use.
Oh, well, I guess that makes
But
sense.
I
I never think about the logistics of smoothie making. I'm like, I order it and it comes
and
out.
they come out.
And they come out.
It come out fast enough or not fast enough?
But sometimes the line itself will be really short, but you can see the pool of people waiting.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, there's no way.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Another question: do you think Taco Bell should be moved into the new SU, or should it be where it is?
It is kind of a hassle to walk all the way over there when all you want is Taco Bell,
Yeah.
and it's the only thing. I mean, it's not the only thing over there because we also have the bagel place right next to it, Einstein. But it's so out of the way.
Respectfully, Einstein's so mid.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not, yeah.
Honestly, I like Einstein, but the line takes forever.
yes.
It's so slow.
Yeah, it's definitely long. I like Taco Bell and Einstein where they are for if you're a freshman or if you're coming from the north part of campus, it's convenient, but for everyone else who's on North
because
Campus.
I live in Northside, so it's easy for me to be oh, let's go for a Taco Bell run before we leave campus,
Yeah.
and then everyone will scatter and I'll just walk to
Because
the
it's
Northside
on your
from
way
there.
home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's on my way home anyway.
Yeah, for me it's really out of the way because I park
On the
literally
other
on the
side.
other end of campus. So
Yeah,
it takes
literally.
me, if I'm walking from Taco Bell to my car, it takes 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's fair. And then can't forget the lovely. Before we get on food real quick.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyway, this is we're all sporadic today.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the last episode, it's the
I
finale.
know.
Speaking of finals and final decisions, we have the Green referendum results.
Yes.
Yippee!
It is officially passed, and it will be
Nice.
enacted this fall. So suckers pay an extra $5.
Suckers. Get
so-
greened, idiot.
Get greened, idiot.
New beehives, idiot. So that's been passed. It's officially going to happen.
Nice.
They can't
Exciting.
change the price once it's been enacted, so it will stay at $5 for the
Oh,
next
that's
4
good.
years. And you just have to pay each semester, and that's about it. It'll
So
go
in
the new
total, that's what? $20?
Well, for
each semester.
each
So
That's what I'm
semester
saying,
for each
for 4
person.
semesters, 5. Is that what you said?
4 years.
Oh, 4 years, sorry.
So it'll be $80 total.
That doesn't sound right.
Or is my math wrong?
Yeah, because
If it's $5 a year,
$5 times
No, $5
2
a
times
semester.
4.
so be
I'm gonna pull out my calculator.
8 times 4,
We
it's
can't do
8.
We
math
can't do
on
math.
air.
Okay.
8 times 5. What's
So
8 times 5?
It's oh god, I opened my calendar.
Oh,
Panic.
What's
Okay.
8 times 5?
Okay, so it's 5 times 2 times 4 is 40.
40, yeah. Sorry.
Not 80.
You said 40, and I'm for 4 semesters. I'm oh, just multiply that too. 80.
No, I said 20 for 4 semesters.
Okay, sorry, I heard 40.
No, you're
Okay.
good.
On air in 4K, Audrey can't do math.
I can't
None
do
of us
math.
can. We literally all just proved that we can't do
We panicked.
simple mathematics in
I
our
saw-
heads.
I
People
saw
about to
numbers and I
graduate
panicked.
college.
Yeah.
It's okay. I have an excuse. I have dyscalculia, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. I just am bad at math.
I
be like
swear,
that.
I'm good at other things.
Yeah.
We make up for it in
I
other
have
ways.
other skills, I promise. I promise.
I swear this doesn't happen normally.
It does happen normally. Just don't believe him.
Anyway, but yeah, so that's basically the big news.
Yeah.
That's probably why we didn't have a report, because there wasn't too much to talk about.
Well, I mean, there was one really big
There was
thing,
one really
and then
big thing.
other little things.
Yeah. I will talk about. So during the protest, we sent a rookie out to go cover it, and I was gonna go join him, help him out, because
Yeah.
stuff. But on my way over, I ran into the most immaculate thing I've ever seen on campus.
Oh.
goat yoga.
Oh yeah,
There
yeah.
was
Oh,
goat
what?
yoga. It was so sick.
Like yoga with goats?
Yeah.
This is like a thing.
How does that work?
So you do yoga, and the goats are just hanging out while you do it in the same
Whoa.
pen, and like they'll climb on you. They'll say hello. You can feed them.
Where was this happening?
This happened at the Science Pavilion.
Oh,
from-
I missed it.
It happened from 1 to 3.
Where did
Which
they
day
procure?
was that?
Huh?
Which day?
This happened the 23rd
Where did they procure the goats from?
from Rockwell, Texas.
Very
It's from
cool.
Goat Yoga Rockwell. That's
So that's like a business.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
like
it's a business.
it's like a thing.
Whoa.
it's like $400 for the
Oh.
goat, which is crazy.
Well, maybe
Well-
one day.
Well, like for students it's free, but like
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
But,
I don't know
like,
if
for
they'll
the
bring it
school-
back
for the
though.
school to like rent them.
yeah. So the graduates got to go in, do goat yoga for an hour, and then after that it was playtime, so they got to play with the goats.
Oh god.
Undergraduates weren't allowed in, however,
really?
because it was a graduate event.
So I couldn't have gone anyway. Never mind.
But
Oh, well.
undergraduates, one, had the puppy event, pause for finals happening.
Oh yeah.
But also, some guys got creative with it. They tore off a branch from a tree and started feeding the goats. And the people were okay with it because, like, oh, we just ran out of kibble, like, conveniently. Yeah, they could feed the goats. So from outside the
funny.
pen, they were
Yes.
just feeding a branch to, like, 5 goats. It was awesome.
Oh, that's
Crazy.
amazing.
And then one guy picked up a goat, and he, like, for a second, he joked. He's like, I'll take it with me.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yoink.
I got to pet the goats through the pen. It was great.
Oh,
And then all the faculty who were volunteering there got to go in too and hang out.
sweet.
But yeah, apparently it was a whole thing to get them in. They had to get escorted by like PD to get the
Oh.
goats onto campus, and then like parking had to direct everybody to make room for the goats
To
get
make
in.
room
Police
for the
goat
And
escort.
then the floor team for faculty managers, so people who just like manage like the floors and halls in general, they had to build the pen from the materials they brought over. So it was a whole team effort.
Wow.
It was awesome. So they said they might bring it back next year too.
Yeah.
I hope so.
so
I hope they
cool.
like. I hope it is popular enough that they open it up to like, people other than graduate
graduates.
students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't mind if I have to like feed them outside the pen. I'm cool with that.
Because I was gonna say I didn't get to go to the pause for finals, but a few weeks ago I did go to a similar event for DMHP, the JSOM honors.
Okay.
So they had like therapy dogs, and that was really cute. It was funny because they had like one really tiny dog, one like medium-sized dog, and one like huge dog. Like he looked like a little horse, like a pony, like pony-sized like Great Dane. Like he was huge. And they were really cute, and we just got to pet them and hang out with them, and they were so like calm and chill.
So chill.
Yeah.
They need to have like a cat therapy session.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
Are there therapy cats?
Maybe.
I can't
I'm
imagine
sure
cats
they're-
caring enough to like.
I'm sure there are. I mean, I don't know. There's like people have what is it? It's like one step up from like support or like emotional support
True.
animal. Like you can train a cat. Cats can be trained.
Rebecca's cat is technically a therapy cat.
Oh, really?
So my girlfriend's cat's technically licensed as a therapist. No, I'm kidding.
A lic-
He's a
Yeah.
licensed therapist.
The world's
He's your
first
peer.
feline
Yeah.
licensed therapist.
But we did find out we're also cat sitting for the summer for one of our friends who's going back to Korea,
Oh.
and she left a little guy named Doobie.
Doobie.
Doobie's the chillest cat ever. We've made like 3 TikTok videos with him.
Oh my god.
But he's like him and Pookie do not get along.
Sorry,
Oh,
your
no.
cat's name is what?
Pookie.
Bookie and Doobie.
Yeah,
Pookie
Pookie and
and
Doobie,
Doobie.
the iconic duo.
Oh my god.
They don't like each other, but that's okay. We'll get them to like each other.
So funny.
Anyway, hold on a second.
It's gonna be like a new vocal stem, Bookie and
Doobie.
Doobie.
write a whole like EDM on it.
Yeah.
I will quickly show the obvious. I'm sorry, the audience won't be able to see it. But I'll show a picture of Doobie.
We'll have to
Doobie.
describe it over there.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's like a
screaming.
little white.
He's a little Godzilla.
He's like a little like cream colored cat. Oh my goodness.
Screaming loud.
Screaming
Oh,
very
that's me
loudly.
screaming.
It's really funny because that's the only
that's me
picture
screaming.
I have of him. But he's usually a calm cat.
Oh, that's funny.
And then Buki, he looks calm in all of his photos, but he's like the most rambunctious of the two.
It's
I was
funny.
gonna say, I was thinking about how I don't know if you were there. Ellie was showing us in the office the other day that her roommate is cat sitting for, or no, not sorry, dog sitting for 2 little puppies, and their names are Salt and Pepper, and one is black and one is white.
Yeah,
Love that.
That's
That's
so
awesome.
cute.
I need to, because me and my girlfriend want to get a puppy once we graduate as like a, yay, we're done.
Yeah.
But also like, yay, we need to see it for a good couple.
Oh.
But like, I'm trying to think, because now we have Buki and Doobie.
Bookie and Doobie.
What's the dog's name gonna be?
Ubert.
If it's a purple dog, I'll name it Uber.
Ubert.
I'm gonna say like Ubi. Like,
Ubi.
That's too similar to Doobie.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft
No.
is crazy.
That's insane. Ubi shop.
I don't know, just like browse like Pet Finder for like the wackiest names you can find and just co-opt one.
That's
Sir
fair.
Bartholomew the Third. That's
Such
a deep cut
funny
for me.
name.
Lord Foog.
Lord Foog.
Lord Fugud.
Oh my god.
Lord Fodquad.
Name him Daikichi. I'm so normal right now.
So that's our one OnStars reference for the day.
Maybe.
Maybe more than one.
Speaking of Vocaloids, how was
Oh,
Miku concert?
you know what? It's decent enough segue. We'll take it. Yeah.
Hey, Mika was in On Stars. It's okay.
She wasn't on
She
Stars.
wasn't
They
on
did a
Stars.
collab.
Yeah.
It tracks. Yeah. So yeah, I went to the show on the 25th. So there were two. Miku Expo came to Dallas. There were actually two shows, one on the 24th and one on the 25th, and I went to the one on the 25th, which was Thursday. So much fun. It was chaotic. I will say. Apparently, so it happened at the venue is called The Factory. It's in Deep Ellum. It's a good venue. The problem is that it's too small for Miku Expo.
Yeah.
And apparently they do Miku Expo at this venue every single time it comes to Dallas.
God, the Factory, really?
Yeah.
There's bigger venues.
There
than
are bigger
Factory.
and better venues. Like don't get me wrong, the Factory is a good venue. I've been to other
is.
concerts there.
Yeah.
It is too small for Miku Expo. I'm sorry. It's just
Miku's huge.
Miku is huge, and I'm looking at like some of the other venues, like the venue in Austin, much bigger, much better suited for that volume of people.
Yeah.
Especially when you're like waving light sticks around. I had to try so hard not to bonk the people in front of me. You have so little space to move around. It's like sardines in a can. It's so crowded.
It's crazy there's not more accents at like the Factory, because I went to the Factory to go watch like Motionless in White, and people were doing like waves and pushes, and like people were running in, people were legitimately fighting in the center. I'm like, there's a mosh pit. I'm like, this is too small.
Yeah. So I mean, but apart from that, like it was chaotic in the sense that like it was a lot of people for a small venue. Merch sold out like so quickly before the show was over. There were no leftovers apparently, which is good for them, but inconvenient for people who wanted to get in the merch line. But all of that taken into account, even the fact that like they were using like the monitor, the screen, it was pretty high resolution. It was a little small. Like honestly, if they continue, oops, sorry, I just bumped the mic. If they continue to do this, like if they continue to use the screen instead of the glass projection for like the English like Miku tour, I wouldn't mind as long as they either make the screen bigger or utilize multiple monitors. Because it felt a little boxed in, but like the resolution was great, set list was great. They played a pretty good balance of like older songs and newer songs. There were actually, I think there were a handful of songs that I did know. There were some that I didn't, because most of the Vocaloid music I listened to is older. But there were some new ones that I did recognize. And they played a couple of the classics. It was great. Crowd energy was insane. People were going ham. Yeah, people were like holding up like plushies.
It's not just Miku, right? There's also like Kagamine.
It was the main like
Yeah.
Krypton Vocaloid, so it was the Kagamine twins, mostly Miku. Luca I think had 2 songs. Kaito got 2 songs as well, I believe. Who else was there? I forgot her name, but it's the red. Gumi was not there, unfortunately.
What's the other?
The red
girl's name?
Vocaloid, I forgot her name. She's a brunette.
Oh.
She's very sexy and cool.
Oh, she's so cool. What's her name? Like Mako?
Mako,
Or
yeah. I believe so. I'm a fake fan, but she's very cool. She also, I believe, got 2 songs.
Oh, nice.
Most of the Vocaloids apart from Miku would get 1 solo and then 1 duet. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, we met up with like, I went with Victoria from our staff, and then we met up with like 8 of my friends there. But the problem was that they got there before we did. We got there a little late. So not only were we kind of siphoned off to the side of the venue, but we literally could not push through the crowd to get to them because it was so crowded.
Packed?
Yeah, they were right in front of the soundstage, but they had great seats.
Yeah.
It was standing room, so great standing spot, I guess. But all in all, great time. Met some new people there. Always fun, like going to a concert and like making new friends.
Oh, yeah.
We went out to dinner afterwards. It was fantastic. I didn't get home till like 2 a.m. I
y'all
had
do
like a
candy
hangover the
bracelets?
next day.
Oh no! Did
Yeah,
you guys
you
do
were,
the
like,
candy
dead.
bracelets?
I wore some. I didn't get to trade any candy, but yeah, I wore like like a multicolored like clown outfit
Heck yeah.
with a little Miku keychain on my hip because that's the only.
Pictures where it didn't happen.
I actually didn't take any pictures of my outfit. I was kind of disappointed. But yeah, I wore a singular piece of Miku merch because I don't own any like Miku clothing, unfortunately. So, but yeah, there were a lot of people showed up in cosplay.
I was gonna say
A lot of cosplayers. It was great.
I actually really want to do like either like a Miku cosplay or like some kind of Goat cosplay. It would be so fun.
It's fun. Yeah. Even just like people who weren't in cosplay were still like dressed to the nines. Like there was a lot of not cybercore outfits, and like a lot of like Lolita, like gothic Lolita type fashion. Like the other All-Stars fan that I met in line was wearing like a very cool sort of goth Lolita getup.
Because they're a Valkyrie fan.
Because they're a Valkyrie piece, so it tracks. But yeah, no, it was awesome. Yeah, I had a great time. Hopefully, whenever Miku comes to America next, I would love to go again if I can scrape up the money to get tickets again.
Yeah. And speaking of good times, before we end off soon, Gavin, do you have any like last words you want to give before your final send-off?
Before you die.
Before I die.
Aw.
Your mom.
Yeah, iconic, Gavin.
Thank y'all for listening. I love Stumi. I love being here. I made so many friends here, and I'm dying.
I am deceased.
I am deceased.
I love aging and dying.
What is the coronate quote? Like, I am die. Thank you forever.
I'm die. Thank you forever.
Yeah. So I am also handing. This is my last show as well. If you want, you can find me making. You'll find my name after I'm gone, probably on the AMP trading card game when it comes out.
Do we want to talk about that really quick? Do we have time?
We have 2 minutes. Let's talk about that. So, AMP is releasing a new merch line called the AMP Trading Card Game. It will be official collectible trading. You can actually play the game. It's based off all the old artwork we've done for the last 4 years.
It's gonna be so cool.
We'll probably add new cards like maybe every year. I don't know how well this
I have
does.
no idea.
We could try if it goes well. We can try to add like a few new cards each semester, maybe.
Yeah. But hopefully this summer you guys can pick up those cards from summer orientation. Just visit the AMP booth, and of course during the fall semester, they'll be handing them out as well. Hopefully. But
if they're not ready for summer, they'll definitely be ready for fall.
yeah, they will definitely be ready before I leave this university. Though.
Yeah. Which
will.
reminds me, I have to talk to you about printing stuff that Jonathan told me, so we can figure all that out.
Yeah, we'll do that after the meet. But yeah, that's a thing happening. If you want more information on that, just keep an eye on the AMP social media, and we'll of course release more details about that. Maybe over the summer, probably not. Who knows?
This is literally just Andre's brainchild, and I am so excited.
You guys thought this up like so quickly and executed it so quickly.
It's
and
not even you guys; it's just Andre.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. This is Andre's
I kind of
child.
helped like assist or like give some creative direction, I guess. Not even creative direction, but like it was just Andre.
We essentially just said that would be cool, and then Andre's like, okay, and then he did it in like one night.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So we're currently game testing right now. I'm rebalancing the game, but we're getting game test soon. Doing the beta, the alpha, I guess, and then we'll hopefully release soon. But yeah,
so exciting.
If you want to keep up with that, check out the AMP social media over the summer. If you want to know more about one of your hosts, moi, I'll be releasing my farewell on the Mercury newspaper.
Your obituary.
Monday. Yeah, my obituary. I'm literally the obituary writer. That's crazy. I should have wrote my obituary.
Oh.
No.
It's okay.
But you'll be saying all that lovely stuff.
Yes.
But yeah.
I also have a goodbye little letter in AMP coming out on Monday.
It's true.
Nice.
So all our graduates did a little sign off.
Nice.
So,
It's very nice.
Yeah.
So for one last time, thank you for at least for like this semester.
Yeah.
For one last time, thank you for joining us on the Mercury Morning News every Sunday at 10 a.m. For most semesters. We hope you take care and that you enjoyed watching our show. If you liked, please consider subscribing to UTD TV.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. But seriously, we appreciate you for joining in and staying as long as you did, listening to us talk about the latest news, life and arts, and opinions from across campus and just generally our world too. Of course, this show might return back. Hopefully, it will be.
We're gonna try to bring it back.
Yeah. It will probably continue keeping Mickey, Maria, and Ty.
Bring some new people on.
Yeah, and we'll bring. I think two more people are in consideration right now.
I really want to bring Sasha on. I think Sasha would be a great co-host.
That would be great. But until then, we hope you have a wonderful day and that you take care and that you take care of your health during finals.
Yes, please.
Treat yourself king/queen/whatever.
Monarch.
Whatever.
Monarch.
Whomstever. Anyway, stay sexy, Comets. For one last time, adios.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Hi, we're Pearl Earl, and you're listening to Radio UTD.
Solidarity.